Hi guys. I know nobody's on yet, but I like to say hi anyway. Bring this back here a little bit. So, if you see the scruff on my face, I'm sorry. It was a really late night last night. I slept in really late today. And let's say I've only been up about 5 hours. So,
I don't want to play around. I'm not going to keep playing with you. Get away. This controller keeps. Maybe I'm just short of it. Is it open now?
well, hello, PM's Adventure Blogs. How are you doing this evening? Really late night last night and into this morning. It's a long story. I can't really explain much,
Sure we can.
but we had some guests over and stuff like that, and they didn't end up leaving till like 3:30 in the morning, and so needless to say, I woke up at like 1 this afternoon. Um, I've only been up like 5 hours. It doesn't seem like it's dinner time already. It's 6:30 here. So it's not breakfast. No, he's just being different. How you doing, Freaky Geek? Tonight I'm just doing boneless chicken wings. I do a lot of kind of stuff over and over again sometimes. We'll get in moods for certain things, and we'll have them several times. So it's pretty easy to do. Hi, JD. How are you doing? We're doing good. Other than only being up for 5 hours at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, or in the evening. Hi, PG. How are you? Nice to see ya. I appreciate everybody coming in and filling up my live stream. Yeah, it was a really late night last night, and had a few drinks with some friends. Well, long story, long explanation, and each person reacts different. But Ashley's ex-husband, her son's father, and his wife and their kids, or her kids, but they're his kids. Long story, but we get along with them because of our son, because he's his dad. And they came over yesterday. Ended up staying really late. They had her father ended up passing away yesterday morning, and she needed to get her mind off stuff. So we all had a few drinks. She ended up having more, but it happens. And yeah, so we ended up staying up really late. Only the fun makes it short. That's true. And like I said, it doesn't feel like it's 6:30 in the evening. So like I said, I'm making boneless chicken wings for dinner. I've got my fryer preheating. Got my chicken thawing out. I didn't wake up early enough to set it out, so just got it in some hot water. A lot of people don't think that it's necessarily the best thing to thaw chicken in warm water, but it's actually not bad because the amount of time that you have that chicken in the danger zone for temperature isn't long enough for any kind of bacteria to grow and be harmful. So it's only thawing for like 20-30 minutes at the most. Temperature zone, depending on the type of food. For raw food, you can have it out, in a certain temperature zone for an hour, 2 hours. It's fine, as long as you're going to be cooking it and eating it when it's like that. Just me, how are you? Long time no see. The tablet's on the door. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's paused. That way, it's not taking so much bandwidth. But so I can see the chat if I'm facing that way. If I'm cooking over here, I can chit and chat with you. So, doing good. I was just explaining my my night last night. That should be illegal. So, like I said, I'm waiting a few more minutes on my chicken to thaw. I'm gonna have a smoke because you guys know I smoke, and I always do it on live streams. What's that? I am haven't washed it. You can wear these things a couple times and not have to wash them. Got my apron. I know you guys like the fact that I got an apron finally. Some of you guys don't know that I have yet, but decided while I was at Walmart the other day, because I'm always getting crap all over my clothes. I don't care, but I've gotten some heat from you guys for not having an apron on, so now hey Rick, nice to see you in my live stream, bud. So what do you think of my apron, guys? I finally got an apron. Nice to see you, Rick. Long time no see, bud. Wow. So I've got my apron on. Getting, let's see, coffee cup.
Your cafe one's over there.
Okay. What kind of sauce? We just do a buffalo sauce. Because we just do it general for everybody to be able to eat.
I don't want that tree. I don't want it. You go get it and get me
An apron or a habit. Okay. I don't know. I might look good in a habit. Kind of look like the Flying Nun, you know? You guys ever see that movie, The Flying Nun, with Sally Field? Yes, I've watched a lot of old movies. I have my coffee while I cook. Okay, so like I said, I'm giving my chicken just a few more to. It keeps the refrigerator warm. Yeah, well, I mean, At least it keeps it from running away. If it's running at all. Not seen the flying nun in years, yeah. So, how's the weather where everybody's at? Here, it is like 20 something degrees out right now, and it's been rainy and snowy and extremely windy. So everything, we got a bunch of rain last night, and it kind of turned into some flurries. We didn't get much flurries. They were expecting 3 to 6 inches in our area, but we didn't get any. We got maybe a light dusting, but everything is frozen over. Everything is frozen over. I went out to grab something off the back porch a little bit ago, and I literally pried off of my my little work table that I have back there for my grill. So, yeah, that's how it is here. Okay, you do that, Freaky Geek. Go ply your yarn. That could be taken in a few different ways, but we'll just leave it at that. That is really cold, Rick. 15 degrees. They're expecting like 14 overnight, 13, 14 degrees overnight tonight and early in the morning. But got my coffee? I'm not cooking unless I got my coffee. No, but back to the sauce that I use. I just generally I go buy some cheap hot sauce. I think we got this at Aldi's, and there's not much in here. So we've got another bottle. We don't really care for this kind. Ashley doesn't anyway. This is Louisiana type hot sauce, and this Crystal brand. It's kind of, so we got more there, as long as it's kind of blended, and then we just mix it with some melted butter. Tonight I'm doing boneless wings, and the way I do my boneless wings is I just cut up some chicken thighs and bread them and fry them and dip them in some buffalo sauce. So not a lot of people realize that boneless wings are really kind of, they're not wings really. If you guys saw my live stream last week, you guys saw me making my breading for my wings. And all it is flour, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of seasoning salt, a little bit of chili powder, and that's about it. You know, a little salt, a little pepper if you want to add that in there as well. And you just did. I put mine. I've already got some kind of pre-made up. I may have to make more. I don't know. But I put mine in a big Ziploc bag. And what I do is, as I'm slicing my thighs, I toss it in the bag. Each of the slices. And once it's in there, I kind of shake it all up. Well, once I think there's enough in there where I can shake it up. And then I go ahead and leave it sit for just a couple of minutes. That way it can kind of turn into a batter into the chicken. And then I toss it in the fryer. Okay. Hot candy, huh? What kind of hot candy was it? What kind of hot candy did you eat, Rick? So, I want to bring you guys over here just a hair. Yeah, these are all good enough. Oh wow, that would be hot. So we went shopping the other day and bought a few different things. And one of the things that I bought was a new cutting board. Well, went to Walmart and looked at this cutting board. It's a bamboo cutting board, really nice cutting board. You know, not one of the big, thick, heavy ones or anything. You know, eventually one of these days I may do something like that. But I went and pulled it out of the package, and it looks good. But if you look at it a little closer, it's cracked. So I got to take this thing back and get a new one. It pissed me off. Because I took it out of the package hoping to use it right then, and yeah, it didn't work out. Okay. So I've got my chicken thighs. Got my bag. Got my oil preheated. I take 2 or 3 of these little puppies at a time. For delivery. So you guys have to kind of forgive me. I've had this cough the past few days, and it's just a cough. It hasn't gone into anything more, luckily. Do what? And everybody else has gotten it in the house. So, what I do with this is I like to trim off the extra pieces of fat that I see on here. And then I just take little slices, or pieces I should say. And I toss it in the bag. Well, I appreciate you guys saying that about my cooking. I really do. Oh, standing in front of your face.
Yeah, I can't do nothing. They won't move.
No, this is just chicken, Rick. These are chicken thighs. The Walmart we shop at generally likes to be out of a lot of stuff. And, well, they were out of the big packages of chicken thighs the other day, so I had to get this small package. And it's good, you know, enough for, what was that?
The wind.
That was the wind?
With the porch. The roofing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not as bad as it used to be. So I had to get one of these small packages, and it's, like I said, it's worth, you know, enough for one meal, but I like to get the bigger packages. That way I can separate off. And it's cheaper in a bigger package. Rick, I am cooking, excuse me, boneless chicken wings.
I'd block people in this game.
Blacklist them. They can't come on your property anymore. Well, they're not wings per se, but
Is she in here with you? Go up to her. Face her. Look at her.
but it's the same idea. It's chicken that's breaded and
And you're double cleansed your
yeah,
family?
we don't really get too much whole chicken here because a lot of it goes to waste. Ashley and Andrew don't like chicken breast because they think it's and these are the boneless kind. So I'm just using thighs.
Get out of my face.
And the reason I do that, I mean, you can use, you know, chicken breast and make strips and all this stuff. But thighs have the versatility of the dark meat and light meat within the thigh. So you're getting the same meat and texture as you're getting with legs and wings. And to tell the truth, sometimes when they cook up, they actually look like wings. So I have my breading, my homemade breading. Like I said, all it is, and they can see you in the background. I didn't realize it. All of my homemade breading is flour, onion powder. Well, I start off with like 2 cups of flour, and then I put a tablespoon, or approximately a tablespoon, of onion powder, garlic powder, about a teaspoon and a half of black pepper. I put in about a teaspoon and a half, maybe a full tablespoon to two teaspoons, somewhere. I approximate a lot of it. Of Lowry seasoning salt. I don't use generic seasoning salt. That just I have before and it didn't turn out good. So, and then I use a little bit of chili powder, about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, depending on if you like a little spice. And then all I do is the strips that I have cooked up, or cut up, I toss in there, move them around a bit, get them all yummy with that breading on them. Now they'll sit for about 2 or 3 minutes, and what that does is the coating of flour that's right next to the chicken will absorb a lot of the water that's in the chicken, and It'll actually help it to give it kind of a crispy texture to the breading. It would be like the dry is the outer part, and the inner part of the mixture is kind of like a batter almost. So it seals it real good. So while that's doing that, I'm going to cut up some more chicken. And in my fryer, a lot of people I know like to just, here, let me move you guys this way a little bit more. I know a lot of people like to just toss a bunch of stuff in their fryer and let it be, but when you're putting stuff in a fryer, you have to put it in slowly, because when you toss a bunch of stuff in there at once, you're shocking that oil, and you're dropping the temperature of that oil so drastically that it's going to have a hard time catching up and getting back to the temperature it needs to be before the chicken is going to be done on the outside. So you're not going to get the crispy breading. You're not going to get perfectly done throughout the whole piece of meat. See, Ashley decided to come into the room and say hello. So once you put the chicken in the fryer, it doesn't take really that long. If you're doing boneless, it goes a lot quicker than the bone-in. Because with the bone-in, you have to cook or get that bone up to the temperature that you're cooking your chicken. Because if you don't, you're still going to have raw meat right next to that bone, which isn't a good thing. Okay, so I've cooked up enough chicken right now, or cut it up, I should say. Now the way I do my chicken in the fryer, I've got my my fryer nice and hot. I turn it up all the way. I drop my basket down. And you don't really want to do that many at a time. See how that's bubbling up? That's how you want your temperature. I do about 7 or 8. Depending on the size of the pieces. One more. I can do 9 this time. You guys can't see it, but because I've dropped colder stuff than the oil is in there, it's having to reheat, so my little heating light is on. I've got a light shows me when it's having to heat again. So after they've been in there about 30 seconds, you want to lift it up, make sure they're all, and shake it. Otherwise, they're going to cook and stick together. I'll actually move my stuff over here, that way I can talk to you guys while And what I do is, because I'm cooking with raw chicken or raw meat of any kind, I generally like to use one hand to actually work with the meat, and the other hand I don't. That way I'm not cross-contaminating food and stuff like that. So. Now, you want to pump make this, or you want me to? Do you generally use a pump stick? Huh? A lot. Want to go butter? I don't think I go butter. Well, okay, thank you. Usually I have Ashley make the sauce, but because I'm doing this, I'll show you guys how to make it. It's pretty easy. All you do is take some butter, margarine, whatever. And it's all according to your taste. Hey, Mo Man, how you doing? Okay, so melted butter. I'm going to cook these a little bit longer than I did last time. Last time I cooked them and I didn't cook them long enough and it wasn't as crispy. So I got my melted butter. And all I have to do add some hot sauce to it. And the hot sauce is to your flavor. If you like it hotter, add more. If you don't like it as hot, if you want just a little bit of spiciness to it. But your butter is your base to any kind of sauce like this. If you use real butter, it'll be a lot more buttery tasting. A bit more. I'll be right back. I have to get an opinion. No, I use margarine. Oh wow. No. We were expecting 3 to 6 inches, but we got a light dusting. We got more ice, like rain and freezing rain, and it froze over, and everything's frozen to each other outside. I don't want it too hot because of mine. I don't want to make it too hot because of mine. Oh, that's right. Okay. So, but yeah, it's extremely windy outside as well. So, that's what these end up turning into. And they do look like wings. They cook up and look just like wings. Some of them even kind of look like legs. See how that looks like a wing? But it's boneless. All I do is take them and drop them inside the hot sauce. Mix them around. Toss them in a bowl. I am doing boneless wings. And if I take the time to coat them in the hot sauce, excuse me. Like I said, I've had this cough the past 2 days. It's just nagging me. If I take the time and actually get them in the hot sauce and in the bowl, it gives my fryer time to heat up, back up to temp. No, it's not from the other night. Like 2 weeks ago, I helped a friend of mine move. And he ended up having a cough. Well, he ended up having bronchitis. But, he gave it to me. He said it takes about a week to kick in. And that's about when it started. So. But yeah, these are boneless buffalo wings or boneless buffalo thighs. The eat will taste just like wings. Except you eat the whole thing. Huh? What'd you say? Oh. Well. No, those ribs the other night were really, really good. Even our 5-year-old nephew ate almost half a rack of ribs. And you guys have seen Ryan. He's like 3 foot tall at 5 years old. And he ate almost half a rack of them, which I was surprised he ate that much. And he's always honest about the way he likes food and whose food and what kind of food he likes the most. And his mom usually makes the ribs in the family for like family gatherings and stuff. And we asked him whose he likes better, and he pointed at me. He's like, "I like yours better." So.
Her ribs aren't bad.
And her ribs are actually pretty good. The whole family likes them. Yeah, there's still some in there. Just little pieces. See, these turn out, you know, I mean, it's not really crispy because I'm not cooking them for so long, but and I don't cook them for that long because I don't want to dry out the meat. But it is a nice texture for breading. It's a really nice texture for breading. And they don't get soggy. So if you have any left over, you can heat them up later and it'll be just as good. Oh, wow. Ashley just told me, I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but St. Genevieve, Missouri, it's about an hour and a half south of us. The major intersection, I-55, going from St. Louis down to Memphis, Tennessee, is closed due to accidents. Apparently there's a 15-car pileup. So, if that gives you an idea of the icy conditions. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. Now, when I cook things like this, I don't really cook anything else for dinner. Because one of the things that we need to do for athletes is high protein amount of food. Chicken is extremely high in protein. And sometimes we just like to have the finger foods and be able to sit back and enjoy munching. No, man, you talk, man. Anybody's welcome in here to talk at any time. So this is what I have so far. And it doesn't look like much, but it actually is. That's like 6 thighs cut up so far. 5 or 6, about 5 or 6. It's really good. Oh, did you get done playing with your yarn there, Freaky Geek? I've got to go take some more cough medicine here in a minute. Been taking Dayquil. We got this stuff that's the Ultra Cool or whatever. And that stuff is so minty. Wow. I mean, I don't mind mint, but it's like the mentholated mint. It's the rare and elusive chicken fish. So you're right on both terms. What? Powdered pepper, yeah. Well, hi, Stringfield Ridge. We'll go to go take my medicine real quick. Wow. No, you're not too late. I still got another couple batches to do in the fryer. So I get some stuff out of my way. Yeah, you're not too late. That cough medicine. Whew. It's like taking, you know what Vicks Vapor Rub tastes or smells like?
It's got Vicks Vapor in it. It's got Vicks Vapor.
It's that same. It's that same taste. It's a mentholated mint, and it's just oh. Yeah, that's not good. That everybody's sick there too.
They had it closed down at your school down.
When?
The other day they canceled classes because so many kids were sick.
Oh wow. Apparently they've been closing schools in Missouri in some places because so many people are sick.
They had to discontaminate the school and let all the kids get home and get better. There was enough kids that took class.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just doing basically boneless chicken wings, which are just cut up thighs, breaded, fried up, and tossed in sauce. Not a lot of people realize that that's what boneless wings are. If you want wings to look, boneless wings to look like wings, which some of them do. They look like wings. Or doesn't that look like a chicken wing? Pull it apart. It's got the dark meat and the light meat in it. Oh, they are yummy. Yeah, that's how me and Ashley are. See, when I eat chicken, I prefer chicken breast. That's just I like that better. I like the texture of the breast. And I am literally a true booby man. So, she likes the thighs and wings and stuff. Andrew likes the legs. So we're all pretty much split. And we don't have to argue about who gets what piece. Homemade ranch and dill dip. That sounds really good, oh man. Why don't you think she's getting back to you? See, does it? Yeah. Well, I think that may be a reason for it. Well, with the old camera angle, you wouldn't be seeing anything. I'd be over here putting chicken in the fryer and you'd be asking what are you doing? How is that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, this way you can see it. You don't have to ask so many questions. Oh, you talking about Andrew? No, he's in playing on the PlayStation. Nah, he doesn't need anybody's help to get himself in trouble. That's for sure. Oh, my favorite food. Wow. I don't really know. I like so many different things. I love some really good long smoked ribs. When I have time to actually sit down and tend a smoker and really get some really like world-class ribs cooked. I love those. Ashley likes my quick ribs, the ones I do in 2 or 3 hours. The ones I did the other night. She loves those. But she hasn't had my long cooked, slow cooked ribs. No, not 6 hours worth of cooking. I have not cooked ribs yet for 6 hours. 6 to 8 hours. I did a 4-hour ribs. Yeah. Well, see, right now I don't have a smoker. All I have is my Weber. So I make do with that. But Ashley, I cook a lot of my food a little bit different than a lot of people because I try to cater to Ashley and Andrew's tastes. Ashley really likes foods that still have a lot of fat in them, which is okay. I mean, it's not necessarily that kind of fat that's bad for you. That just gives it, flavor. But a lot of people like ribs where all the fat has melted away. Kind of a dry rib. And that's kind of how I like mine. Now, I've had rib places that will tell you, well, yeah, we have the best ribs. And this is no pun on you, Mo Man. Seriously, we have this place literally up the road, and it's supposed to be one of the best rib places in St. Louis. Well, in the St. Louis area. They've had some really good reviews, and I don't see how it is because we went there once. They have a cafeteria type setup where you go walk through a line, tell them what you want, and you go pay for it and sit down and eat. It's called Smoky Mo's. I'm not playing with you. And we went in there, spent $50 on food just to get a basic meal. And it wasn't worth it. The chicken was dry. The pork was dry. The brisket was dry. I mean, so dry that you could barely eat it.
Fried won't cook all the way.
Oh, Andrew still remembers. He knows what I'm talking about. He mentioned in the background the fries weren't even cooked all the way. So, just because a place says, "Oh yeah, we have really good barbecue," doesn't mean you're gonna trust them, because everybody's tastes are different. Oh no, there just went my live stream. Hi Monica. How you doing? I know. Don't these look like bone-in wings? Don't these look like bone-in wings? But they're not. Haha. Nope. Homemade boneless wings. Look at that. Yeah, that's how these end up turning out. Take one more. Yeah. Well, see, that's the kind of thing, is when we do this, it's a free-for-all. We sit and do whatever we're doing and eat. No coffee? Really? That is a shame. Gotta move you guys out of my way to get my coffee. But I made the perfect amount of sauce. Do what? What?
So if I don't have any leftover for Friday,
You didn't tell me that. Now I'm going to toss some chicken nuggets in for the kid, for the younger kid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These only take a couple of minutes to cook. No, these are for Ryan. He loves these things, so. How you doing, Icon? Nice to see you in my stream.
Andrew.
Yeah, funnel cakes are really good, and I do order one. But the thing is, because I've used this oil for chicken, we're gonna have to end up changing the oil. We have to get the oil. It's the truth. It will taste like chicken if I don't. And you don't want a chicken funnel cake. I've changed it out before I made the wings last time. Lots of. What do you mean folding? You gotta make the cake into a funnel, so you gotta fold it. Is that what you mean? Are you being sarcastic there again, Freaky Geek? Really? Sarcasm in my live stream? I'm the only one that can be sarcastic. Yeah, basically all it is fried up pancake batter. Okay, so I'm cheating again. I'm using frozen French fries. And these take about 3 minutes to cook. Fill the basket about half full. There we go. The egg whites need to be folded in the flour or flour. Okay, okay. No, Freaky Geek, no. A funnel cake are the little cakes or little things that you get that when you go to a carnival, okay? When you go to a little fair, And you go to those booths and you say you want a funnel cake. And it's like, they take like pancake batter and swirl it around. I mean, it's like all swirled around. And you got powdered sugar on top. That's a funnel cake. I know, fried dough is the best, isn't it? Fried anything is like so good. I've got this vent on and the vent that goes outside on. So I'm trying to vent it as much as possible. Yeah, I know. But all the steam that I'm seeing is going out and stuff, so. Yeah. Fried Twinkies. I've actually never had a fried Twinkie or a fried Snickers or anything like that. I'd like to try it.
I've had a Snickers wrapped up into a croissant and baked. It's not bad.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you know how to cook. See, to me, food, okay, is a gathering place. Food brings people together. Okay, you go sit down in a restaurant. How many people do you see sitting by themselves? Yeah, you go to McDonald's or something like that. People going in and grabbing a quick lunch or something. But you sit down and to a dinner, and you go to a restaurant and you sit down to a dinner. How many people sit down alone? They're always in groups because food brings people together. And the better the food, the more they're going to talk about, because they're going to want to savor that food while they're eating it. So they're going to sit there longer, and they're going to talk more. That's my opinion on it, because food makes everybody happy. And that's one of my loves about food, because you see very few people. Are you going to want fries? You see very few people ever eating alone. And if they are, it's just a quick bite because it's lunchtime or something. And, you know, families and friends and co-workers and, you know, even lunchtimes at work are set together because people like to conversate over food. And that's why I like my live streams, because you guys watching, it's bringing us together, us talking and chatting and Even just cooking the food is bringing us together. And oh, hi, Johnny. Wow. Nice to see you. How have you been? Oh, his fries are separate. That's right. I forgot. All right. Yeah, been doing a lot of live streams, bud. Things have really I don't have, too many people that come into my live streams. But even you coming in, saying you're hungry now. It makes me happy to know that what I'm doing can cause reaction in people. I really like that. You didn't see what I was making. I made homemade boneless chicken wings that look just like chicken wings. Basically, it's just cut up chicken thighs, battered up in my homemade batter. They eat just like chicken wings. Andrew. Give me your mom's bowl, please. What?
Very good.
Thank you. Yeah, we were banned. That's why I haven't been in. I've been able to be. So. I know it wasn't you, Johnny. And, we know who it was, and it's, one of those things it's just kind of, we've forgotten about. It's not a big deal.
I knew you were coming out.
To me, it's one of those tossed over the fence type things.
I knew you were going to get out of everything.
Oh, that would be awesome to hear, Johnny. We used to love the stream. I mean, Ryan, I gave you a lot of nuggets, so you don't have to eat all of them. But go put the controller down. Like 11, 12,
You gotta at least eat 6.
Okay. At least. That means we don't have to eat 6.
No, Mo man. I love to cook for you guys. I love chatting with you guys.
Don't kill me.
Okay, well, let me know. I know you're always on the stream. I don't know how I could let you know that I'm there. Stuff like that. So, I'd like to be back in that stream again and chit chat with everybody because it was a lot of fun being in there and getting to know everybody and watching everything that was going on. I'm sure we missed a lot. What? No. But you have my messenger. Let me know when I can come on and when I can get back in because, like I said, I'd really like to enjoy that stream again. You guys know. Oh, how did that turn out? That turned out really good. You got to use a little bit of oil for that. Air fryers, you don't have to use a lot of oil, just maybe like a teaspoon or something, but enough to, stuff like that. But you guys know I love to cook for you. You know I love chatting with you. I always leave you with just a little bit, just a little taste. So, I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching my stream. I love chatting with you guys. If you want to send me an email, awesome, Johnny. Sounds great. Thank you. I love anybody that comes into my stream, and we all chat and get along, and we have a lot of fun cooking a lot of stuff, and people asking questions, want to know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and get a lot of information about how things are done. But if you don't want to email me for anything, anybody, my email is in the description of the video. If you have a few extra pennies sitting around or something, and you want to help out the channel a little bit, that way I can keep making all this yummy food, my PayPal is in the description. I do a live stream every couple nights, sometimes every night for a few days. Just all kind of depends. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like, that thumbs up. If you could, that really shows a lot of support for the channel. So, until next time, guys, I really appreciate everything. Each and every one of you coming in, talking, chatting. It really shows me a lot of support. It shows me that you guys are liking what I'm doing. So, until next time, guys, here's to some boneless chicken wings.